up, everyone? I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 2 of Sagrada Reset. So a lot of people were asking me, hey Sloan, was this episode better than last week's? I honestly gotta say it depends on you, really, because it's still the exact same format, dialogue-wise and everything like that. It can get pretty boring. However, their dialogue this time was a tad bit more interesting, and the situations that happened were more interesting. It definitely kept you awake, unlike last week's episode where they kind of just went all over the place and just threw everything at you, trying to sound deep, and it really just didn't work. This episode did have quite a bit of problems as well. For example, oh god, I don't know why Kay thought it would be a great idea to repeatedly slit his wrists. Yeah, for those of you who didn't see this episode, he repeatedly slits his wrists, and it works. It works in the end. Now some of you may be wondering, why the fuck did he do this in the first place? Well, it was to get the teacher, or not really, he wasn't exactly a teacher. He's just this guy who works for this bureau and stuff that was gonna take away Mari, because Mari had to be taken away because turns out she's a clone from her mother's ability, because, you know, the mother's original child died during the C-section, and so she imagined up what her daughter would be like. And so we have this clone, and the bureau is just like, you know what, we can't have someone with this powerful an ability to create lives to be around here anymore, so you should probably get the fuck out. So that's what the mother does. And they're taking away Mari, and it's like, oh no, now she's gonna be a foster child. But she has feelings too, even though she's a clone, god damn it. So they reset, and what they're trying to do is to get this one kid, I think his name is Sakagami or Sagamichi, something like that. I'll call him Saga for now. So they're trying to get their friend Saga, the one who can, you know, copy one ability to the next person. They're trying to get him on their side, but he's just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I need permission from the Bureau to help you guys out. So, Kay decides to have a meeting with the guy from the Bureau, and he has his bottle, right? And he cracks it, and then it looks like, oh shit, he's gonna bust the Bureau dude's head open. But no, he just slits his wrists, and so dumb. And then the Bureau dude is just like, what the fuck are you doing? You're crazy. And then Kay's like, yeah, maybe. Boom. And it's just like, that's not badass. That's stupid. That is absolutely stupid. And I don't know. Oh my god. So, you see, Kay had this friend near him who has like this telepathy ability, so he can send someone's like thoughts, or not really thoughts, like if someone says something, he can send that to another person, almost like a phone. He's like a cell phone, you could say. So if I explain that well enough for you guys, for those of you who didn't see the episode just yet. And so all they needed was the Bureau guy's permission. So the Bureau guy's just like, whoa, what the fuck, stop! And then Kay's just all like, say we have your permission. And then he's just all like, I don't have the authority to give you permission. And then Kay's just all like, oh, it's okay, just lie. Just slitting his wrist. It's so fucking slitting his wrist. I'm so dumb. It's so dumb. Why couldn't he have just talked to him? Why couldn't have Kay just said, listen, I just need you to lie. I just need you to say that we have your permission. Just say that. Kay is clearly good at convincing other people. We see towards the end of the episode when he, you know, talks to the mom and stuff like that, lifts up her spirits, and we see that he's good at convincing, what's her name, Haruki? Yeah, he's a good talker. So why couldn't have he talked to the Bureau dude? Huh? Why did he have to slit his fucking wrist like a fucking emo? Why? Why? There was a better way. Just talk to the man. Just talk. Okay, I talked way too long about that. I'm sorry, but that really bugged me, man. But this episode was a little more interesting. We have Haruki. She now trusts Kay, and she, you know, is just starting to get emotions. So she's just like, oh, I think I like you. And he's just like, no, you don't like me. No, this is just trust. And then she's all like, no, I think I like you. And then he's all like, okay, let me do this. So they kiss, and he's just all like, did you feel anything? And then she's all like, no. And then he's like, thought so. So yeah, these kids are so stupid. No, this episode wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's just, I got a good laugh, okay? I got a good laugh when I probably shouldn't have. Oh, it was more interesting, honestly. I'm making it sound like shit. It wasn't shit, honestly. But I can understand if you don't take it seriously, because I sure don't. You gotta test the waters, because this is clearly gonna be more of an episodic-like series, and by that I mean it's gonna be split up into mini arcs, so kind of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure style. You know, the mini arcs were only like 2 episodes, practically episodic. You know, it changes every time. New villain of the week. In this situation, it's just gonna be Haruki and Kei teaming up to help someone who's crying every single arc. That's basically all it's gonna be for the next 24 episodes, or at least that's what it's looking out to be. Maybe it's not gonna be for the entirety of the series and just for a quarter of it, half of it. We will have to see. But at the end of the episode, we find out that Kei told Haruki to reset so that she forgets about the whole kiss thing, but for whatever reason, the timeline didn't reset exactly. Like, Soma originally went to go meet up with Kei, but this time she didn't do that and instead went to go kill herself. So why did the timeline change this time when all the events should have went back from the beginning? Why is it different this time? We don't really know. Maybe it had something to do with Soma's ability, which we never got to find out about. We don't even know if Soma had an ability in the first place. But she's dead, and they can't save her because they already reset. And as you know, we can't reset within 24 hours. So 2 years skip by, and now they're teaming up to do the service club to help people who are crying. So yeah, if this anime is your cup of tea, all good. I think I'm just gonna, you know, tread the waters for a little bit, see how it goes. Maybe some arcs will be better than the other. We'll have to see. I'll review it for a little while longer. It just, it's not a must-watch. I enjoyed this episode. The best thing out there. Can't blame me if you drop it. Yeah. So let me know your thoughts on this episode and your plans with the series as a whole. And catch me tomorrow as I review Renai Bokun and live react to Boku no Hero Academia. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.